Thank you, Michael. Yeah. So you're really exciting to be here to chat with you, share a little bit about OKEx and our just a very exciting project. OKEXChain has been already been fully launched recently. So I really want to share our. I think we spent 3 years of development on this really proprietary public chain that hopefully can generate crypto ecosystem. So let's begin a little bit. So let's try. Let me see. Can do here. Yeah. A little bit background myself. I'm one of the really early founders in the OKEx. I've been working in traditional financial industry, JP Morgan, AIG investment, and several brokers in Hong Kong mostly for high frequency trading, risk management, and compliance for many years, 9 years I think. And I joined OKEx 4 years ago and started building everything from scratch. Really happy to embrace crypto ecosystem. Basically, our vision and our world, a majority of responsibility is to grow the international markets and responsible, especially on the institutional side of the markets of OKEx. So today, I really want to share a little bit about our what we think about why we need to make a new chain. We got a Ethereum, we got Polkadot, we got BS series, very successful exchange-backed public chain as well. So we really want to do another thing. So I think around 2 or 3 years ago, we think that maybe we want to, as OKEx, we should step into the blockchain development. We should have our very own chain, so to create our own crypto ecosystem. So that we come to an idea that, hey, if there's an exchange-backed chain, they're gonna be we're gonna need to engage with a lot of different kind of ecosystem, different kind of protocol. So that's what we believe in. We believe that eventually, we were going to be living a world that's having multiple chains serving multiple different kind of needs. So that we would like to employ. We're starting to explore our technological solution. So we picked Cosmo because the one thing that we like about Cosmo is basically is one of the very first, I think, before Polkadot, to have a promise of inter-blockchain interoperability, so that they can basically all the other protocol can transfer access and maybe someday later for messaging between different changes. This is something that we like, and that's something that we believe. At exchange, we normally need to engage with different kind of ecosystem equally. So we need, if we really want to have exchange-backed chain, we need to have some technologies that can enable interoperability and in a really simplified manner. So that's why OKEXChain right now is actually built based on Cosmo Tech and Tendermint consensus algorithm, obviously. So talk a little bit of milestone. We have been developing, exploring of different kind of technological solution for 2 years. Officially launched on January of this year, but we didn't open to everyone because we want to receive a lot of feedback, more feedback from the developers and the community. So we actually have around 10 plus version running on testnet, or iterate within the testnet for the past 3 years. Have been doing a lot of things because Cosmo we don't have a EVM, right? So we have to build a lot of things from scratch. So that's why after the official launch, we receive a lot of feedback. Then we gradually onboard some of the existing project, help us to bug testing of chain. SushiSwap, Chainlink, for example, that actually gradually deployed it around May after several versions of iteration within the testnet. Then we starting on May 21, we're starting the supernodes booking. So we worked around 21 supernodes for the validators. Then after 2 or 3 months of testing, we fully launched to operate and open to all kind of developers. They can freely to deploy contract. So after I think after the very first week, we already achieved $2 billion in terms of total value lock of that that's currently operating in OKEXChain for now. So right now, a quick glance of the OKEXChain. Right now, we got around 40 transactions per second TPS, 54 validators. OKT is our native tokens assigned from BSC or BNB mechanism. We want to keep the native token only applicable to OKEXChain only. OKB, which is our platform exchange token, which is a totally different thing. So OKT and OKB is totally different token. OKT is our native token for OKEXChain. So right now we got 11 million transactions have been conducted through OKEXChain. I think the important point here is you might be aware first, Cosmos-based architecture with EVM capability. So Ethereum DApps can seamlessly migrate to OKEXChain without too much hassle. Because this kind of EVM capability, we actually built from scratch. And that is the major technological obstacle and challenge to us. And we luckily we did. So right now, what we have achieved is we got 54 validators compared with what the comparison with Ethereum and BSC and the means for consensus versus POW, POS of the other change. Block time around 4 seconds, which is roughly similar, roughly sit between Ethereum and BSC right now for all kind of important metrics. The blockchain interaction is mostly based on hub to IBC. So basically, you get the different kind of chain. We need to rely on IBC protocol so we can transfer access within different protocol. But everyone is OKEXChain, Polygon, Polkadot right now. OKEXChain is managed to support EVM compatible smart contract. OKT obviously is our native token. So right now we are really active to gradually employ all kinds of Ethereum DApps to be able to deploy on OKEXChain right now. Here a little bit of our results since we launched for less than 2 weeks. Right now we got around 2 billion of TVL. Our holder address, which is upping substantially, exponentially right now. Despite the number, we think it's still small, but I think we love the growth. We love people is actually giving a lot of valuable feedback of the product, and they tend to open a lot more addresses. We can see a pretty good organic growth for the holder address. For number of holder address, right now we got around a little bit less than 600K of addresses for now. So sorry. Weekly transaction, around 10 million transaction. I think it's a lot more from today's figures. I think it's still growing healthily, exponentially. We don't do a lot of marketing or do anything of integration with the ecosystems right now. So it's localized people need. We got a new user to acquire, and within OKEXChain right now. So that is a snapshot of OKEXChain current ecosystem. Mostly we onboarded wallets right now and different kind of asset bridges. And of course, on-chain dashboard, the bank token inside OKLink wallet. We onboard a majority of wallet provider, BitPie, Token Pocket, for example. So that is the current DApps that currently I think is operating on OKEXChain, which is very famous. Cherry Swap is one of the DEX replicas on SushiSwap. AZMD is one of the lending protocols that's currently running on OKEXChain. Chainlink is going as an Oracle is going to be deployed on OKEXChain very soon. A quick snapshot on the current TVL, mostly on Cherry Swap right now and K-Swap. So you can think of like the OKEX version of PancakeSwap and Uniswap right now. But I'm sure there were a lot more projects that's just already deployed. I think we got that's around 50 and plus more DApps already preparing to deploy on OKEXChain currently. So we are right now providing around 50,000 grant USDT grant for OKEXChain developers. It can be better. So hopefully, if you do want to build the apps on OKEXChain, relying on OKEx giant ecosystem, obviously you can welcome to get in touch with me directly. We just finished an OKEXChain hackathon. So basically, we got our thousands of contributors at different kind of projects, around Chainlink teams, and the team actually won around 2 million of funding for that. So finally, just a little recap of what's OKEx. OKEx obviously one of the biggest exchanges in the world, trading about 6 billion per day. So OKEXChain, we think OKEXChain and OKEx will have a really dynamic, really interesting dynamic within each other's. So yeah, that's it for today. I think hopefully we'll enjoy to share with you our project OKEXChain. Thank you very much.
All right, and thank you, Lennix, for that fantastic presentation. OKEXChain is definitely something people want to keep an eye on.